there are many different types of modalities, healing modalities, that are used at Paradise Valley Wellness Center. And one of the most powerful ones is the power of healing vibration. And I'm here with MJ, or Marie Josee, as some, probably her parents refer to her. And she's one of those healers that uses the power of sound, the power of vibration in so many different contexts to help the guests at Paradise Valley Wellness Center truly connect to their most whole self. I just experienced one of your sessions. There were about 15 of us here who experienced this session, and you melted into all of us. There was no MJ, there was no you. There was truly you as the conduit of all these healing vibrations. So you're so gifted at doing that. The combination of Tibetan bowls and rain sticks and drums and all sorts of shaking and bells and cymbals was one of the most powerful experiences that I've yet to have. And certainly I opened up my heart, and I saw people really opening in such a gentle way. And the most common comment that everyone had was that they'd never experienced anything like this. So what are you channeling when you actually are in this process?
I like to think that I really connect with earth energies and universal energies. I connect with the stars. I connect with people's vibrations, their energy field. And it's different. It depends on the setting. It depends on the intent. It depends who I'm with. It depends also on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I feel like we are not alone. I definitely feel that there's ancestors with us. Sometimes I feel that it's very celestial, very etheric. And sometimes I feel that it's extremely grounded. It's like the magma. So I connect with the elements because I'm a being of the earth. So I connect with the trees and the flowers and the real stuff that we can touch. I connect with the stones. But I also am part of all that is, which includes all sorts of stuff that I have no idea about. So I open up to that.
And then together with Dean, connected to each other, we interpret the blueprint of the vibrations that we sense, and we create intuitive songs and rhythms in a way that helps bring balance and a sense of wholeness.
Let's talk on that, because I really felt the power of both of you, sort of like just being conduits for this native or natural. There was some type of nature, universal energy that you both were channeling through each of the different tools that you were using, and there was a sort of a chakra clearing and a chakra toning going on through this. And I think at the end, we all were tuned. We all had, we opened the root, and then we just flowed through, and you really guided us so effortlessly, such grace, such ease, and that you were invisible. I felt alone and one with everyone in the room simultaneously. And to be able to do that is pretty powerful. It really felt like your session was just filled with all these different primordial sounds that have existed for millennia. So even when you and Dean just started off playing the drums, they seemed to be resonating or mimicking, the heartbeat. And of course, we all have that connection because we all start in the womb, and that's the sound. It's the first sound we ever hear. Probably is our hearts beating or our mother's heart beating. One of those two things have to have to be in there. And it really felt like you took me through this journey where all primordial sounds tapped into different aspects of the life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And you also did a certain amount of chanting. Maybe you could talk about what you're thinking about when you're probably not thinking at all. You're probably channeling thousands of years of whatever, but talk about that.
So many aspects, many things. So sometimes I see a story. I will see, for example, all of the people in the room, and I see them, like for example today I was seeing everybody as light workers, and there was a lot of gratefulness and support. And I could feel the support coming from, then I can't say what, universe, spirit guides. So this support that I was feeling, I was singing it. And so there's sometimes a message, a meaning, which I interpret in my own way. There's this, and there's also sometimes directing sounds. If I feel, for example, that someone or a group of people or 2 or 3 people needs to have a certain energy center, for example, or a certain part of their body or their mind, or if I feel that there's specific work that needs to be done, then I will direct, and then technique comes in a little bit, because I studied sound massage, and I'm an energy practitioner, and I do Taoist acupressure. And so all of these teachings that I've received, then they get used. So I know, for example, that if it's lower back, and if it's kidneys, and if it's emotions that are related to that, and ancestors, then the sound ooh will come out. And if we're working in this area here, the crown chakra, and the energies are very much from the sky, then it'll be more into the E sound. And also working on the different meridians. So anyway, so I could talk about that for a long time. But so there's the mixture of that. But I would say that mostly it's just the vibration of what I'm getting. So sometimes it'll actually be, because I don't know what I'm actually saying. They're not words that I know. They're sounds that I'm receiving and just transmitting in my own way. Although sometimes I do hear stuff. There's very specifically, most of the time in French. So, but I don't like, for some reason, to use known languages. I think it's very limitative. Yeah.
She's from Quebec.
Obviously.
And what inspired you to connect to all these different types of healing modalities and use them in this kind of environment?
Well, actually, the need for me to meditate and relax and open up has always been very important. And I've played music since I was a child, and ran into percussions maybe 15 years ago, and discovered the power and the strength of the drums and the drumming and the vibration that actually comes out of the drums, and the connection that I had with them. And using music as a healing modality as opposed to just performing the music is something that inspires me a lot. I would say that my personal journey with this is coming out of ego, coming out of wanting to sound good and wanting to perform, because it makes me nervous and it makes me uneasy, and I want to feel at ease. And so I'm transferring this music and these skills into guiding myself, and at the same time, why not, guiding others into feeling well using sound vibration.
Well, this has been so lovely, just hanging out with you, just gazing into your eyes and feeling your energy, which obviously is just universal in nature. Is there any final words that you have for our viewers who might want to know MJ and the work that she does just a little more deeply?
I like to express myself with sound, so maybe I would do a little bit of a... Mind?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. So with the intention of welcoming anyone to their truth and their reality and connecting with all that is. There you go.
Wow.